What up? Over here on my channel, we love women. So let's talk about the WNBA. And the person I want to talk about specifically is someone who's, pretty well known in the WNBA thus far into her career. It's not Caitlin Clark, but shout out to Caitlin Clark. I want to talk about Angel Reese because I keep seeing people saying that she plays really quote unquote ugly and it isn't pretty to see her play and this and that, whatever. And I need all of you to shut the up because it doesn't matter if it's pretty or not. It matters if you win. And she helps winning. So I think a pretty good comparison to give her to the NBA is she's kind of like the WNBA's Andre Drummond. And you guys know I love Andre Drummond. So I think she's frankly better as a rookie in the WNBA than Andre Drummond was as a rookie in the NBA. The biggest discrepancy, though, I will say, is the fact that Angel Reese is barely shooting 40%, which, based on her play style, is pretty ridiculous. Like, she definitely needs to get that number up. She needs to shoot a better field goal percentage because most of her shots are right around the basket. So if you're not making layups and you're not making, a point to capitalize on these second chance opportunities that she's so good at getting because she's such a good offensive rebounder, that's somewhere where critics can point and say, she's not good enough, right? But I think if she just keeps working and she just, just get in the gym, do the mic and drill, do something, like just get really good at shooting the ball from 5 to 10 feet, and she's going to be one of the best players in the WNBA. She could probably be better than Asia Wilson if she can just get her offensive game a little bit better and just, shoot 50%, 55%, right? And that's excluding taking 3-pointers, But she's second in the league in rebounding behind Asia Wilson. She's averaging 12 boards a game. So that's crazy. She's almost averaging 5 offensive boards a game. So again, that's because she's, a lot of times getting 3 to 4 offensive rebounds on the same possession. But instead of people looking at that and saying, oh, well, that means she keeps missing, for me, it's she's not going away until she gets it in the bucket. And that's way more valuable than missing a layup, right? Missing a layup is, sure, it's not great, right? But getting rebound after rebound and staying with it is such an important skill that not a lot of basketball players have in general. Forget about WNBA and NBA. A lot of basketball players don't chase their shot. They don't do things to go after loose balls. They're all about playing, quote unquote pretty, and playing, the game to make threes and, crazy layups and just doing stuff that's going to be on the highlight reel. And I think a lot of people need to see that doing stuff that isn't necessarily on the highlight reel, but, will still pop up on the stat sheet is just as important, right? Rebounding is probably one of the most important things to do in any basketball game, and rebounding is highly correlated to winning. So the more rebounds you get, the higher chance you have to win the game. So Angel Reese is doing those things. She's holding it down. She's really she's going to be good. She's going to be really good. And I can understand why she was getting mad in the beginning of the season because everybody's talking about Caitlin Clark this and Caitlin Clark that. And yes, Caitlin Clark is still probably a better player than Angel Reese. And she's more entertaining to watch at this point. But the reason that we are talking about the WNBA as much as we are now, as opposed to 2 years ago, is because of not just Caitlin Clark, but also because of Angel Reese, right? And there's some other, girls in there too that we're talking about the WNBA for, like Kelsey Plum and Asia Wilson, and the Las Vegas Aces in general are just a good team. So, I think she's gonna be a really good player, and if she can, keep improving her rebounding numbers, she might set the WNBA record for most rebounds in a career, which is crazy, and it should be applauded. So Andre Drummond, Angel Reese got big similarities in their game. And I think Angel Reese just needs to improve the offensive side and just be better at capitalizing on those second chance points. And she's going to be, she's going to be a really, really good basketball player. So I'm rooting for her. I'm hoping, she keeps it pushing and just keeps getting better and keeps doing what she needs to do. And, probably a couple years down the line, we might be talking about, is Angel Reese better than Caitlin Clark? Or better said, does Angel Reese have more of an impact on the game than Caitlin Clark? Right now, no. Like, Caitlin Clark just had a game where she had, 20 points and 20 assists. Like, that's crazy. As a rookie, that's crazy. So, nobody's with Caitlin Clark right now. I'm just going to say that, right? And, as a number one pick into, get into the playoffs when your team, was clearly so far away from that before you got drafted, it's a pretty crazy feat. So, Caitlin Clark is nothing to sneeze at either. But I just want to point to the fact that Angel Reese is getting boards, and getting boards is huge. So keep doing your thing.